I would like to give a special Nail Addict shout out to Queen Miss Chris, Nikki, I Love Nails, and April Shorty for being the first one to comment on my last video. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you.
Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So I'm going to be encapsulating some of these really cute hearts today, and I'm using these half tips from Born Pretty. It is a peel off, so I had already started off camera, but I'm going to continue to put the peel off on my nails before starting in with the set. So when you're applying peel off, you do want to make sure you're using a very thin layer because a little goes a long way, and most peel offs do exactly what they're supposed to do and basically peel off after the set. So I'm placing a thin layer over all of my nails, and then I'm going to give this a 30-second cure in my lip. Off camera, I did go ahead and size my nails and apply them using base gel, and this is what they're looking like at this point. So for my index, I'm going in with a layer of base gel, and I'm going to leave that wet, and I'm going to place some glitters and some of those glitter heart pieces onto the wet base coat to start off with my nail set. And this is how I begin with my encapsulation. So again, I'm just applying wet base gel here. I'm going to be using Moonbeam from a card, which is a really pretty glitter mix that I got from one of their monthly subscription boxes. And of course, like I said before, I'm going to be encapsulating some of these heart glitters that I got off Amazon. I will try to link something similar to both of these down below. But I'm just going in and picking up what I want, placing it how I want on the nail, and then I'll give it a 30-second cure. And then with my pinky, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just going to apply that base gel, leave it wet, and then apply my glitters and hearts and cure for 30 seconds. So to encapsulate, you want a good clear polygel. Today I'm using Rosalind Clear, and I really haven't used this. This is a full bottle that I'm going to give a try today. Now, placing it on like so, it did look pretty clear, but we'll see. For clear polygel, I like to use base gel as my slip solution because I want the clarity to stay as is, and I feel like base gel does that. I feel like when I use alcohol, it does distort it a bit, and I haven't really tried like the polygel slip solutions with it, but just to be safe, I did go ahead and use base gel. Now the brush is dipped in slip solution, but I try to make sure that I get as much of that off as I can. And then now you saw me, I squeezed enough to go towards the free edge, and now I'm just patting it into place over the nail. And then I am gonna go ahead and blend that back a bit. So I am using the 2-beat method with this. And one of my key points is just to make sure that everything is nice and even with the nail, that it pretty much matches what the nail is giving. I do not like C-curve nails, and these are C-curve nails I got from Born Pretty. I just like the length of these, so I decided to use them for today's video. But again, I'm starting on my pinky with that first bead and some base gel, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pat that into place on the nail, making sure that I do cover all of my glitters for the encapsulation. And once I get this bead set, I am gonna give this a full 30-second cure in my lamp. So now I'm going in with my second bead, and for my second bead, I like to just squeeze out a decent amount of polygel, just like a nice little ball. And again, because I'm using clear, I'm going to place some base gel over that polygel. For the second bead, I do like to start up by the cuticle and make that nice and flushed. For this bead, I like to keep the center of it high and work around it. So I'm going to go in with the cuticle area, making sure it's nice and flush to the nail. And then I'm going to go down towards the bottom of that bead and just smooth it into the first already cured bead. And I always get a pretty good structured nail in doing the 2-bead method every time. And I will go ahead and repeat this over on my pinky as well. And then once I get both beads set how I like, I am going to give this a 30-second cure in my lamp. For the nude today, I am using Peachy from my cart, and I felt like this was such a perfect nude. It went really nice with my skin tone. My first time using this was actually on a client, and I loved it so much I knew that I was going to try and use it on myself. So I like to do more than one nail when I'm doing polygel, especially depending on the polygel you use, because not all polygel consistency is the same. So if it's a good consistency, like Macart is one of my favorites, the polygel is nice and firm, it stays in place, it doesn't run. You're able to kind of just do what you can with it. So for this particular brand, I definitely do more than one nail at a time, because again, the polygel just stays into place ever so nicely. So you saw me squeeze out the polygel on my middle finger and my ring finger, and I'm just working the first bead right now. I I do like firmer polygels. I don't mind using a softer polygel, but I feel like firmer polygels are the way to go. And that's just my preference. So the Rosalind polygel that I used was on the softer end. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like super soft, but it was kind of like, it was definitely softer than Macart. And I'm pretty much used to Macart. I try to stick with Macart just because I love the consistency of it, and then I'm able to do more nails at one time. So for instance, if I was doing like using Macart's clear, which to me is one of the best clears when it comes to polygel, but if I was doing Macart's clear and like this peachy, I probably would have did all 5 of my nails at one time, like the first bead, and then went to the second bead like that, because I know that everything is going to stay into place. But you see me here working this first bead onto the nail and just making sure that I do get it to my liking. Everything is nice and smooth out. I am also going to do my thumb as well before giving this a cure in my lip. So in my videos, I like to explain kind of what I'm doing, and then I do speed it up a bit just so the video isn't so lengthy. But comment down below and let me know, would you mind the video being lengthy without being sped up, or do you like it how I do it? Like, I really like the format I use in my videos, but I want to make sure I'm keeping your attention. So would you like me to keep it as is or slow it down a bit as I'm working on the nails? Again, comment down below so that I know which way to go with it. But I honestly like just how I do the videos, but I'll let you continue watching me create the first beads on all my nails. And then I actually did cure after doing the 2 middle fingers, and then I'll move on to the thumb. So now I'm coming back in with my second bead, and this is where I do all 3 nails before actually curing. So again, I put a good sized bead there. I'm working at the top of the bead first to make it flush around the cuticle. I'm going to keep that center with a little bit of height, and then I am going to go ahead and pull down into the first already cured bead. So for these 2 nails, I could have added a little bit more to the apex area. But I feel like this was okay, being that it was a peel off. But if I were to keep these on, I probably would have added just a little bit more to make sure I do have the strength that's needed. Although I never have a problem with any of my polygel overlay nails that I do actually wear. There's no type of like chipping, lifting, nothing with my nails. On this middle finger, I had to add a little on the side because it was a little bit thin there. And now I'm moving over to my thumb. And then once I get the thumb all set, I'm going to give it a 30-second cure in my lamp. I did file shape and buff off camera, and the color I'm using today is Blue Jolie from Madam Glam. And we're gonna go ahead and get into the design, which is a very, very simple, straight to the point type of design. I don't know. I just wanted some blue Valentine nails. But I feel like I want to do another set. I don't feel like this was blue enough. It was okay, but it wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. But I'm just doing like a side French on my middle and my ring finger. And I'm going to fill that in, and then I'll cure it for 30 seconds. This color is so pretty. I feel like this is a really pretty blue shade. And with the way that the glitters reflect in lighting, it went really well with the overall set. And I also did the side French on my thumb as well. And then after applying it here, I did cure it for a full 30 seconds. So now I'm going in with a layer of top coat over all of the middle, so the middle, the ring, and then the thumb. I'll apply some rhinestones using top gel. And the only reason why I'm using top gel is because it's a peel off. But if this was a set I would be keeping on, you want to use some type of rhinestone glue to apply your charms and your rhinestones so that they stay into place. But I'm just going to go ahead and apply the top coat. I'm going to leave that wet, and I'm going to go in right along the line of that French with some AB rhinestones. Once I get all three, well, actually, because I'm using top coat, I do have to do the nails one by one so that the rhinestones don't fall off or shift or move. So I'll actually do this middle finger first, cure that for 30 seconds, come back and do the same process as far as applying the top gel, leaving it wet, and placing rhinestones on the ring finger, and then of course curing, and then I'll come back and do the same with the thumb as well. I hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. And as always, thank you so very much to anyone that does take their time to watch my video. It's greatly appreciated. And watching my videos to the end actually does help your girl out quite a bit. So grab a snack and enjoy the video. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family, and I thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. If you're watching the video but not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit those post notification bells so you don't miss any of my future sets. And if you're someone that's been subscribed to the channel, then you already know what time it is. Your girl loves you oh so much, and I'm very grateful and thankful for you all. And then to finish off the set, I'm going in with top coat over both my index and my pinky to bring all of that glitter to life. I gotta work on the angling of my camera because I feel like y'all could have seen this design so much better, but it is what it is. Off camera, I did go ahead and apply some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here is the finished set. I love me a good encapsulation. These are so freaking cute. And I want to come back with another encapsulation because I feel like this was really nice, but I want to do something else. But comment down below and let me know what you think of this really cute set. And if you made it this far into the video, I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank y'all for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember to be the very best you that you can be, and much love to all.